Hello everyone, what's up? In our previous Even a Child Can Do It video, we saw how my 8-year-old son applied an oil wash to 5 Iron Hands Terminators, even though a lot of people on social media talk about how difficult oil washes are. In this second episode in the series, you will see how my son applied the decals to those same models using Tamiya Mark Fit Strong. So, another supposedly advanced technique demystified. So what do we have here?
We have some Tartaros Terminators.
From which legion?
From the Iron Hand Legion.
Okay. And what have we done so far with them?
First we dry brushed, then you apply the chipping effect, and in the finish we apply the oil wash.
Okay. And what are we doing today?
Now we are going to add some decals.
Very good. Let's see how we do that.
And before we start with the decals, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Okay. So what do we have there? What is that product?
Some Tamiya Mark Fit Strong.
Okay, and what do we use that for?
We put it on the shoulders and then we wait 15 minutes.
So it's like a kind of glue?
Yeah.
Okay, let's give it a try. While I held the model in place for the camera, my son started applying Tamiya Mark Fit Strong on each of the pauldrons receiving a decal. As you can see, he gives each panel a thorough coating, working the product into the surface, but without flooding the area. If you've seen my recent video on how to apply decals, none of this will be a surprise. You already know that my process is effective, but how easy is it? That's what we're here to find out. Getting the decals out of this bowl of water was a bit daunting for the little guy, so I did that for him, and I also applied the first decal to show him how it was done. With some trial and error, he was able to place his first decal, literally ever, fairly well. Similarly, having seen me do it before, he tried to use the butt of the brush handle to reposition the decal, but that proved quite tricky for him, so I helped him a bit. I think this looks really good.
Yep.
The next few decals went on pretty well. The only part where my son kept having trouble was adjusting the position of the decal, but to be honest, that's something I always struggle with myself. As I told him, the main thing is taking your time and making sure that you're happy with the final placement of the decal. I helped my son out with that a few times, but he did almost everything by himself, including getting the decals out of the water and everything. In the end, we were both happy campers. So what are we doing now?
We're going to add the first layer of Tamiya Mark Fit Strong because we already finished putting the decals on and we've already waited 15 minutes.
As you can see at this stage, my son applied a generous coating of the product to all pauldrons once again, which was easy and fun for him to do. This is the start of the softening process, making the decals conform to the surface. Unlike with other decal solutions, Tamiya Mark Fit Strong performs both functions, setting and softening. To my mind, this is not only economical, but very helpful for beginners. Case in point. Now it was time to finish, and for that I showed my son how to flatten the decal and get rid of any bubbles using a Q-tip. After he saw me do it once, he did the rest himself, rolling the Q-tip, or cotton bud if you prefer, over the decal in order to get the finish just right. Again, this was also nice and easy for him. The only real difficulty was having to have me hold the model for the camera, which made some of the angles rather awkward for him. So these are the finished Tartaros again. My son just used them in a Horus Heresy game for the second time at my school Warhammer club, and he was really proud to show them to the other kids. So do I think are the lessons which one can learn from this video? Well, firstly, that decals can make a huge difference to your models, and they're definitely easy and fun to do for infantry models. As you saw, the only tricky part is making sure that you get them in the right place, particularly with Space Marine pauldrons. But with a bit of patience, we have already demonstrated that even a child can do it. So by now you have seen my son apply a dry brush with metallic oil paints, you've seen him do an oil wash, and also apply decals. What do you think he should try his hand at next? Let us know in the comments. Before I let you go guys, I would like to thank all of my YouTube members. Your generous support means a lot to me, and it keeps me stocked with important consumables, like Tamiya Mark Fit Strong. Okay, that is all for now from me folks, but remember, keep it up and weather it out.